Hey, welcome back. Today we're looking at a Robbie Robertson album from 1987. The thing about Robbie, I'm not a huge fan of the band. I never really cared for like Up on Cripple Creek, The Wait, any of those songs. If you see The Last Waltz, the song I think that opens called Don't Do It that Rick Danko sings, I kind of dig that, but for the most part, I don't really care for the band. I don't care. That being said, this album's one of my all-time favorite albums. He teamed up with Daniel Lanois to make this album. Now, if you don't know who Daniel Lanois is, I would suggest checking out Peter Gabriel's So. I would suggest checking out The Unforgettable Fire, or Joshua Tree, or Octung Baby by U2. He produced all these records. He's brilliant. The album's great. He brings in Peter Gabriel on this album and U2 and other bands he's worked with. The guys from the Bodines are on this album. And I think you're really going to like it. Let's take a look. The first song on this album is a song called Fallen Angel, and it's a song written about Richard Manuel, who is the piano player and also singer in the band who took his own life. I think that's how you say his last name, Manuel. And I'm not a fan of the band, so I couldn't tell you. But love the song. Peter Gabriel comes in on the chorus. Song is awesome. That opening cool tribal drum thing that's going on it. Fantastic. The next song, song 2, is a song called Showdown at Big Sky, which features Sam of the Bodines singing back up on this one. And it's another great song. Really cool vibe. I mean, this is Robbie really in his element. Song 3 is a song called Broken Arrow. I think this is a beautiful ballad. I think as long as you keep Rod Stewart away from any good song, which Rod covered it, and I can't stand Rod's version, but the Robbie Robertson version is just fantastic. Awesome song, beautiful vocals, I love it. Song 4, we now bring in the band U2 to play along with Robbie Robertson, and the song is called Sweet Fire of Love. I love it. It's great. It was a big hit when it came out. In fact, I thought it was a U2 song, and that somebody was added that extra voice in, that Robbie voice. But it's Robbie. The song is great. It's one of my favorite songs that U2 is on. Didn't we break the silence, and didn't we? The next song, American Roulette, is another great rock and roll song. This one paying a little tribute to James Dean, Elvis, and Marilyn Monroe. Just a nice song. It's just great. Like I said, if you like the Showdown at Big Sky stuff, you're going to love American Roulette. Song 6 is the big hit on the album, and that song is called Somewhere Down the Crazy River. This features the backing vocals of the Bodines, and it's just a great song with a nice vibe. How come you always end up at Nick's Cafe? I love this record. The song following that is another rocker called Hell's Half Acre, and it's a great song. It's a more rock and roll than you've ever heard Robbie, in my opinion, before, and with the attitude in his voice. For me, where Robbie missed the boat is when this album came out, like maybe in 89 or 90, they should have put out another record with a similar vibe and kept that going. I think Storyville in 91 is decent, but it just gets it's a little soft for me. I like this Robbie. The next song, Sonny Got Caught in the Moonlight, features, I think Rick Danko sings back up on this one. Speaking of Rick Danko. And it's a nice song. It's a vibier song. We're back to the vibe that this album is really strong in. Finally, the last song, Song 9, is a song that brings U2 back into the fold, a song called Testimony. And this one is more of a Robbie song with U2 kind of playing along. So it's a little bit more of older rock and roll, but U2 is there to kind of add Bono's voice and the band, whatnot. Whereas Sweet Fire of Love was definitely more U2's vibe with Robbie on it. This one is more Robbie's vibe with U2 on it. And it's a great song, and it's a great effing album. The link is in the description. Check it out. If you've never heard it before, comment on it. Let me know what you think of the album. Give it a few listens. You'll love it. And as always, very good.